Okay, I'm going to preface this with a reminder that I am very bad at action games. I used to be a lot better when I was younger. I am not young anymore. I am slow and mal coordinated. Um, to be fair, I always was to a certain degree, but I'm even worse now. And why I'm desperately making all these excuses, or at least claims in that direction, is because I have chosen to do an action game for this evening's video, review, critique, whatever, and so I will no doubt suck. This is called the Cyber Tin Soldier, and if we look at the credits, it tells us that the game dev is Dmitry Jelentin Razumov. The game is inspired by the fairy tale The Steadfast Tin Soldier and the video game Fury. All the music is taken from the game Fury. I've turned the music off, and because I'm worried about copyrights and things like that. So let's maximize the screen, check that we are still playing it. You can change the language. I've obviously put it into English because that's all I've got. Actually, I am going to choose Is It Possible to Lose because I am demonstrating this, but I was originally playing it on normal and I was barely surviving each level. Okay, so the idea of the game is I am some kind of Sin type of soldier. I have been made insufficiently. I am missing a leg, so all I can do is move by jumping, which I press space, and I move in the direction of the mouse cursor. There's nothing else in this room. And we hold down E, we open the door. Now, this guy is shooting at us, we can dodge him. Hold down E. Ironically, I think I got hit. Now we have a katana. So, you know, we know we're pretty cool in this. Why can I not pick it up? Oh, I already have it. Possibly it's remembered my state from the testing of the game. But anyway, normally the katana disappears. Now what I am interested in is what is this? Is this... because I can't go through here. I don't know if it's just graphical images or something like that, or a bit of the game that's still being built. Anyway, then we hold down E again to open the door, and we can try to fight. As it says, you can destroy projectiles with the sword, and obviously you can destroy the enemy robots with the sword because, you know, katanas and magic swords that cut through everything. But it's cool. It's stylish. And one more level. We get to eat kimchi. Why kimchi? I don't know. Apparently the dev likes kimchi. But if you eat the kimchi, you get an extra point of health. And again, I should only have 4, I think, at this point. For some reason I have 5. I think it's bugged by me having played this previously, or maybe it gives us an extra point of health because I'm playing on the super easy mode. Yeah, I can't lose because I've run out of health, but I'm still playing. As you can see, I'm fairly sucky at this. If you're better at playing the game than I am, then I imagine you would be better than me, which makes sense. Right, so we have shown some gameplay. There is more of this. I have played it. There is indeed more. Let us say that if you are only here to see the gameplay, then thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed. You want to see more itch.io games reviewed. And don't forget to leave a comment because comments are good for you and for me because they train YouTube into behaving as per our desires. And thank you for watching. I hope to see you in the next video. If you are here for the critique, right, I will say first of all that this game is actually pretty damn good. Firstly, it has I press pause. Alright. I get to the settings menu. So it has a settings menu. You can turn the music off and keep the sounds, and you can show the FPS. I mean, this is pretty much what I want from a UI and settings and things like that. It also has the ability to change languages. and a button for a Discord server. So, bravo developer, you have hit some high scores right there. The sounds are great. A little simplistic, perhaps. It does have some funky high energy music. It would be nice if there was some kind of sounds of the facility that you're walking through. I don't know, electronic facility sounds or something like that. But definitely not necessary, especially with the high-paced music pumping through. It seemed to be well shaped with the levels and things like that. I was very impressed with it. So yeah, good sounds. The artwork, I mean, you are. This is pretty cool. This could do with a little bit more detail in the player model here, I think. I don't know. The artwork is a difficult one to decide on for something like this. I do feel that the player character is not quite the same level of resolution as the surroundings. The enemy units are fine. I don't know why there's a sort of a pinky purple beam that's being shot at you. Yeah, I don't know. Can I go back through the map? No, I can't. Should have tried to hit that guy. Anyway, the katana's nice. It's a little cheesy, but this is a game with a Cyberton soldier insufficiently built. The cheesiness is to be expected. Yeah, so my only really comment for the art is that the things like the buttons and the sword and the player character is not quite the same as the sort of ground and the walls and things like that. It's a bit nah. The game feeling, I mean, it plays well enough. I think if I was a little bit more coordinated, I'd probably do a lot better at it. I think it's a really good quality of game. It aims really well. Frames drop a bit when you attack, but yeah, I think that's good. That's great. Which takes us to the immersion, and I think the changes that I would make for immersion is first of all to fill in a little bit more about who I am, where I am, what's going on, all that kind of stuff. You kind of need to know those things as this seems to be a game with some kind of story behind it. It needs more story. You need to know who you are. I mean, look, this was made for a game jam, and that is always going to thin that kind of things out. And I think with the stuff that we have got so far, this is really good. I hope it did well for the game jam. It's a Siberian game jam. I don't know if that means it's only really offered to East European developers or people working within that context. It's interesting. But yeah, look, for a game jam game, this is absolutely brilliant. But if I wanted to take it to the next level, put in some more story, and then obviously put in some more artwork here and whatever this facility is, put some interesting stuff in the corners and things like that, because it's a little bit bare and bland. All we have is these guys and just an empty room with cold grey, I assume, steel walls and some weirdly asymmetrical floor tiles. I mean, they're symmetrical, but they're like wiggly for some reason. So yeah. More context, more background, more immersion. I think if you added some more details, you'd probably make this a really compelling game. It gives me a lot of throwbacks to the old Commodore 64 days. Actually, it feels, not necessarily in terms of the looks, but just in the kind of the game concept is the kind of thing that was always out back in those days, back in the 90s, I suppose, is back when I'm thinking. Late 90s, maybe not quite as far as early 2000s. I don't know, but yeah, 90s commercial games. So that's the vibe I'm getting from it, the feel. So yeah, a little bit more detail in the space. Harness the modern sort of things. Especially since I can turn on God mode and be invulnerable. That was always a popular thing to do back in the 90s. Yeah, so that's really my critiques for it. It needs a bit more storyline. It needs a bit more decor in the rooms. a little bit more artistic attention to the player character and the sort of actionable things like the buttons and things like that to match with the background, make the game a bit prettier. But other than that, the UI is good. The gameplay is very straightforward and good. I like the concept of limping around on one leg. If we actually, how do I get to it? Menu play. I think this could even be less so, sort of shrink the leg more or something like that, just to really show how the character is really badly stripped down, but is still able to do well. Yeah, I don't know, maybe remove an arm as well, otherwise he would be able to walk as a tripod if he was a cyber soldier. But all things considered, really good. Really good, well recommended. Come and play it, come and give the devs some love. And thank you for watching. And on that note, I will leave you all and hope to see you in the next video. Bye.